All right there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mimic TCG, or welcome for the first time. If this is your first time here, feel free to hit the subscribe, the like, etc., etc. If you enjoy this content, also on the Instagrams and stuff. So we're doing something slightly different today. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate some of the easy ways that we can play Magic the Gathering Arena for completely free. We don't have to spend any money if we don't want to, and we can compete at a high level following these tips and tricks. It is a bit of a grind though, be warned. But as gamers, the grind, that's our jam, right? We expect a grind in a lot of games, and the fact that we can play MTG Arena for free is freaking amazing. Especially if, like me, you live in the middle of nowhere, and getting out to F&M and events is it's a good 45 to an hour minutes 45 minute to an hour drive. So I appreciate being able to just jump in and play some Magic whenever I want. Right, so before I get started on my tips, my little top tips here I've got, I just want to point out that if you go to the store, I won't go to the store because I've already purchased it. I know that this isn't free. You've got to invest a little, $5. That's all it is. $5 for like a welcome pack kind of thing. And that holds some gold and some gems and other bits and pieces. And yeah, I know, naughty, not free. That's not free to play. That's $5, but it's worth getting if you've got a spare $5 lying around, or you just want a little boost to your free to play strategies. And you're going, okay, yeah, fine, I'll just get this, just to give myself a little oomph, little get go. There, it's worth doing. It's I did it. I don't regret it. I'm just gonna sip my coffee. That's very hot. Ouch. Yeah. Anyway, so that's obviously not free, but it's $5, and it's worth it. I've repeated myself. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we'll go on to my number one tip. Number one. This is the most important one, really. And that's do the daily challenges. That's these things here, okay? They're all down here. You can re-roll these. So this little thing. I'm not going to. I should to demonstrate, but I've actually got 3 daily challenges that work really well together. And I'll get into that in a second. So basically, you get these daily challenges. And you complete these challenges, and you get this gold reward. So here, this one is cast 20 black or green spells. And then once I've done that, I'll get 500 gold. Here is cast 30 black or green spells. Get 750 gold. Oh, it's the same challenge, just a few more spells and a little bit of extra gold. And the next one along is cast 20 red or green spells for 500 gold. And so the reason I'm not going to re-roll any of these is because I've got cast green spells, cast green spells, cast green spells. So I'm looking at that and I'm going, what am I going to do? Well, I've got 3 challenges that all want me to cast green spells. I'll just build a mono green deck out of my collection, whatever I've got lying around, and I'll play until I've completed those. Win or lose, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to get 1,750 gold for doing this. That's pretty good. All right, okay, I'll keep. And every day I come in and I'll do the challenges. My gold will go up gradually, and that helps for accruing gold. And there's also this little guy here that helps. He's our win bonus. Resets daily, 250 gold. So in theory, if I am playing along, following these challenges, trying to get these done, and I win a round, oh look at that! I've just made 2,000 gold. Brilliant. That's superb. What's even better is this chap here, the reward packs. So again, it's just you get these are weekly rewards. You get packs for winning. So I get I win 5 wins and I get a pack, I think. There, free pack. There you go, done. Happy days. So anyway, the idea behind doing these challenges is to save enough gold, not so we go into the store and buy packs. We don't want to do that with our gold. There's better things to do with the gold. So we want to save our gold, really. We want to save up our gold. We'll keep doing it until we've got enough gold to do one of these, a ranked draft. Now, I know it's going to be super, super tempting to spend all of our lovely new gold on packs, but please don't do it. Please, please don't. It's much better used for going into the rank draft. And I come into the rank draft a bit later. There's a whole section on its own. But basically, we can enter the rank draft and we can pay to enter this with gold, and we can earn gems and packs. So we're converting something that we get every day into something that we don't actually get every day, that we have to pay real world money for, and also packs. So this is a win, right? So we'll quickly have a little look here. Right, so we can enter for 5,000 gold. So basically, we keep doing our daily challenges until we get 5,000 gold, and then we can enter one of these, and we'll get packs and we'll get gems, even if we suck at draft. I haven't done any draft this season, you can see. Even if we suck at drafting, we'll get 50 gems and 1 pack. And we can just keep doing that, and that's fine. And that's how we're going to start accruing gems, basically. And that sounds, oh my goodness, that sounds really tedious. It's a grind, man. It's a grind, but it's not that bad of a grind. It's not that bad of a grind, you know. It's really not. And you'll find that also the more packs we get, so the drafting, we'll get packs, we'll get cards, which means we can increase our collection, etc. Which I won't go into too much. I'll just do it in my order that I'm doing things. So we've gone challenges, draft. We've got our gold. We've entered a draft, and we've won some gems. Ooh, what are we going to do with those gems? Do not, please. Tip number 2. Please be clever with your resources. Please do not use your gems to buy packs. So if we go to the store, and then if we go packs, and I mean, yeah. Oh, look, we've got 600 gems. We'll buy 3 packs. I wouldn't. It's only 3 packs. And gems, we want to save our gems for the events that can only be entered using gems, because then you'll win more gems. Basically, is how that's going to work. So patience really is the key here, to really just not getting overexcited. Oh, I've got gems, I've got my packs to increase my collection to make a better deck. That will come in time, and that's what I found, and that's basically how. It shouldn't take too long. You can quite easily build like a mono red, mono white deck and compete quite competitively after not too long. I mean, look, only 1,000 gold. Yeah, I've earned 2,000 gold today. I'll buy 2 packs. Or you can save that gold, enter something ranked, enter a ranked draft. Obviously, if you've got access, say you've got 7,000 gold. I've got lots of packs. If you've got, say, 7,000 gold, well, only 5,000 to enter this ranked draft, and I'm building this deck outside, for regular play, for ranked play, and I'm really close on my wildcard reward. I need 2 more packs to get my free rare wildcard. That's a good use of your resources, because you get your free wildcard, and we'll come into what to do with your wildcards in a moment. The best way to use those, and why, if you've got the excess gold, it's a good idea. If you've got a plan, it's a good idea to use that excess gold for that. So you've got 7,000, you can enter a ranked draft and get a couple of packs and get your wildcard. That's great. That's being smart. Okay, that's a smart use of your resources, and that's what we want to do. And that'll help you build your collection as well, which leads us on to tip number 3: building your collection. So, when doing a ranked draft, I have a video that needs to go up as well about drafting and etc. etc. So check that out for a much more detailed way to do the drafting if you're new to drafting. So in our ranked draft, when we're going in, we get our 3 booster packs, and the way it works is you open a pack and you pick a card. Boom, that's in your draft pool of cards to use for the draft tournament, and build a deck with those. So what my sort of strategy is, or was when I first started playing Magic the Gathering Arena, was to think about what decks I wanted to play outside of, or in the constructed events, and in general, what did I want to play? Because when doing a draft, you can pick cards that will work in your draft and in your collection and in these decks you're building. triple threat, man, triple threat. So it's good. So, for example, I'm going right. Okay, I want to build mono red aggro in regular play. I want to build that. Right, what does that run? Let's look at the deck list. All right, I need these cards. Boom. Oh man, I've got everything but Chandra Fire Artisan. So in my draft, more of the spark. What I'll be doing is obviously I'll be drafting sensibly, thinking, okay, what am I looking for my draft? But if something pops up that I can use, I'm definitely going to use outside of the draft. I'm definitely taking it. So say I know I want Chandra Fire Artisan, and she pops up, I'm taking that, right? Even if in my draft I'm drafting black white, or just I've won like a weird mono green strategy somehow. I don't know, whatever. Even if I'm not in those colours, if I'm not in red at all, if a card pops up that I know that I need, I'm going to take it, because one card shouldn't, in theory, really affect our draft too much, especially if it's the rare is Chandra. Definitely take it, and that way fair enough, you can't draft her, but maybe you're in red anyway, so that winner, right? Anyway, where was I? So, I've lost what I was saying. That was clever. Okay, no, that was it. That was it on drafting, pretty much. Just, be sensible with your picks. If there's something you need outside of the draft, take it. It's a free card. Well, it's not a free card, but, why would you go, oh, I need that Chandra for my mono red deck or my red black deck or whatever I'm playing in ranked, or I'm trying to build for constructed events, but, I'll take this other thing because I want to do, that's not my colours in draft. Don't do that. Just take something you need if it's there. That's the advice for the draft. So wild cards. Let's go back to. Let's go into decks. Let's go like new deck. So say I need something. It doesn't really think I've got most things. Okay, so say for example, I needed a Memorial to Glory. I need 4 of those. When I'm looking at using my wild cards, this is tip number 4, guys. I'm not very good with keeping count. Tip number 4 is like wild cards and how to use them effectively. So over time, you'll open a boost pack, and you might get a wild card. Let's see, do we get a wild card? Let's have a look. Oh, what is it? Okay, no, I've got 20 gems. Congratulations, you collected all the rare cards in this set. That's new. Didn't know that happened. Okay, so I guess I now just get gems for opening cards that I have the whole set of. Okay, fine. Okay, so that's 23 gems. Weird. But sometimes this would be a wild card. Rare or mythic. Very rarely do I ever see those. But sometimes they pop up. So that naturally comes from opening packs. Occasionally you'll get a free wild card. You'll also get commons and uncommons and commons. Wild cards and rares and mythic wild cards from opening the booster packs, which links. I meant to say loops or links, and it came out as loops. So it loops back round. It loops back round to the whole. We get packs from like our reward packs and everything like that, and also you open 6 and we'll get a rare one. And then it says here, down the bottom, it will say 5 more packs until your next rare, 17 more packs until your next mythic. So basically, every time you open 6 packs, you get a free rare wild card and a free uncommon wild card. So you might be thinking, I'm building a deck and I'm just going to whack all my wild cards into this deck and that's it, done. Yay, I've got a deck, brilliant. And then you go, what? Actually, I really want to try and play this deck now. I can't because I haven't got any wild cards. So before you start going nuts, have a little think. Look online, through YouTube, through like Aether Hub, MTG Top 8. They're the main ones I use. Look at deck lists. Look what's doing well. Look what you might like to play, and then have a look at if anything shares. If they're in the same colours, if they share any of the same cards. So, for example, my big red deck and my Chandra aggro deck lists, link below that in the description if you're interested, they share some of the same cards. So they both have Goblin Chainwhirler in, for example, and they both got Chandra Fire Artisan in, as well as a few other little bits and pieces. So if I'm starting from scratch, I'm new, I'm trying to build my collection, I'm going, oh, do you know what? I really like aggro decks. I really like red. I'm going to build one in red, but also I kind of like the look of this big red. It's kind of like, I like Sarkhan as a top end. I like the way this looks and the way it plays. I've seen some videos on how it plays. I like that, but also I really like aggro. Oh look, they share similar cards. Use your wildcards to trade in for the cards that the cards those decks share. You're getting 2 for 1 there. I'm going, right, okay, so I want to play big red and I want to play Chandra aggro or mono red aggro, and I need some Goblin Chainwhirlers. I'm going to use rare wildcards for some Goblin Chainwhirlers, and I can put that in 2 decks. Same with Chandra, I can put that in 2 decks or 3 decks. So have a plan of decks that you would like to try out. Like an order of, say, okay, this is my number 1 priority, number 2, number 3, etc. And then kind of figure out how you can best utilize these wildcards to complete those decks. Just a suggestion, that's what I did. Found it worked quite well. I won't lie, I didn't do these sorts of things straight away. I went a bit nuts and was like, oh, wildcards, yeah, I'll build this deck. And I was like, oh, I'm bored of this deck. So all this advice has been a big learning curve for me. Hence why I'm passing on to you. If you're new to the game, or if you're going, right, I really want to play it, but I don't want to invest any money, and it's really, play competitive, I've got to invest money. You don't. You really don't. You really, really, really don't. You can, obviously, and people do, which is why people like us, I won't lie, I have invested money in this to pimp out get some of the cool skins and, get some of the bundles and stuff, just because I absolutely love MTGA, and that's why. Anyway, irrelevant. You can play this completely free, and I did for months and months and months and months. I had no problem getting gold, getting gems, competing well against other decks, doing well in constructed events, etc., etc. So don't fret. Really don't. The grind isn't bad. It's it is what it is. But anyway, the wild cards, try and treat them as like you're essentially trading in. You're trading a wild card for whatever you want. Try to be sensible. Get a 2 for 1, a 3 for 1 even. Lands are a good one to trade wild cards in for, because the dual lands. So let's go. Why have you stopped? You're doing this, but you're not. I don't want to open any more packs. Oh, okay, we're frozen somehow. Something's gone weird. Something weird has happened. Anyway, right, okay, so we're stuck on this page. Does it open a pack still? Still open a pack, it just won't let us leave the page. Oh, now that was confusing. What? Anyway, right, let's get lands. Dual lands. Okay, so let's go. They're all rare, aren't they? Rare. The dual lands. These are a good investment because for your wild cards, because many decks are multicolored. So if I invested some wild cards in Glacial Fortress, I could put this in an Azorius deck, a Jeskai deck, I don't know what other decks are there that run blue-white. Can't really remember. But like, I don't know. The Overgrown Tomb, Golgari, Sultai. We've got, put this in a Rakdos deck. Put it in a Grixis deck. It's no good investment, I would say. If you're kind of going, oh, I want to run multiple coloured decks. Lands. Start with the lands. Perhaps. Just because mana base is it's really essential in deck building. You can get utterly mana screwed if you don't run the right mana base. Anyway, tip number 5. It really is just be patient. It's a grind. Be patient. It's not a hideous grind by any means. Not at all. But please be patient. In comparison to other games, the grind really isn't that bad. I mean, look at all this gold we can get. In a couple of days' time, we can enter a ranked draft and we can get gems and packs and cards, etc., etc. And we can, you know, if we're sensible with the gold, it'll mount up. Like, I've got 11,000 gold. I could do 2 drafts. I haven't really touched my gold recently, so there you go. It's not terrible. If I could do 2 ranked drafts, I could do really well, and I could go into the ranked drafts, and I could get 950 gems and 2 packs if I'm drafted superbly and play excellently. So don't sweat it. I mean, if you do decide that you've had enough of the grind, that you're really kind of going, oh, do you know what? I'm grinding, I'm following all this advice, I'm bored, I've almost got my deck done. I just want to just pimp out massively and just get it done, build a few decks so I can just get on with it, right? Best thing to do, don't go pumping gold into this, don't get this, don't get this, don't get this, buy one of these. Basically, yeah, 9,000 gems is a lot. That's about $45 or something. I can't really remember. $50, not sure. Can't remember off the top of my head. But you get the reason this is best is because you get a chunk of packs, 45 packs, right? You're gonna get a ton of the wild cards just from opening all of these, and then you also get the free sort of box topper in Paper Magic. It's the box topper by a booster. Essentially, you're buying a booster box and you're getting a free card. So that's what I would do. And if you're going, well, I can't afford all that in one go, but I could afford, I don't know, $10 a month. Start just pumping in $10 a month until you've got enough gems to buy that. You know, or you don't put $10 worth of gems in and buy $10 worth of packs. Totally up to you. But this is the free-to-play advice. Really do just enjoy this game. And the grind isn't bad. It's completely free to play. It really is. It's one of the best free to play games I've ever played. Essentially, mainly because I love Magic anyway. But even if I didn't, I like trading card games well before I played Magic. I'd probably say if I saw this, I'd give it a go. I'd give it a bash, definitely, and I would be quite happy playing Magic the Gathering Arena completely free to play. That's pretty much it for the beginner tips. Check out the ranked draft tip video. We'll go into a bit more detail on the sort of free to play side of things on that, as well as drafting tips in that video, because drafting is an art form in itself. And it took me a long time to learn drafting, like to effectively, and even now I'm still I definitely make mistakes. But check that video out. Good lot of tips and tricks. Not tricks really, but tips on how to draft and sort of just sort of stay calm, level-headed about drafting and not going, oh, my first pick was green, therefore I'm green, or my first pick was green, second pick was red, therefore I'm green-red for the rest of it. There's lots of good tips and tricks, lots of sort of terminology that help with the drafting and help with picks and things. So feel free to check that out. I do hope you found this useful and that my rambling wasn't too terrible to listen to. And have a good day. Enjoy playing the free-to-play. Come back for more beginner's advice and free-to-play advice and deck text and gameplay videos, etc., 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 etc. Just doing loads, or just playing around really, just having fun with MTGA. All right, peace.